Mayungod to kanatong tanan. My dear friends, our life of faith is indeed a very demanding one. We cannot say that it's just very easy to believe, it's just easy to maintain and nurture our faith every day. We're always confronted with human weakness. We're confronted with problems and difficult situations that would render our faith weak. Or it could be circumstances in life that somehow we lose hope and we could no longer reconcile the love and goodness of God to the atrocities of experiences of the life we encounter each day. However, this is something, the very issue in our readings of today, that life of faith is indeed an act of choice. Yes, it is a gift given by God, because it is only God who can render this gift and can offer this to us. And we cannot merit this unless it is given. And yet it is also at the same time a decision, a choice, a resolve, and a firm one. That every day we remain to believe, we remain to be faithful. And not because of any human wisdom, but because of the power of God. And this is actually the very point of the argument of St. Paul when he addressed the people in Corinth, or the Corinthians, that he speak to them not of human wisdom, but even telling them that he stand before them trembling in fear, so that the reason of their belief, not because they were amazed of his intelligence, not because they were amazed of his human wisdom, but because of the power of God. And this is true also to the katagilungsod sa atong Ginoo, mga paisano ni Kristo. At first, they were amazed of hearing the words of Jesus. They were amazed about how he presents himself in the synagogue in reading a passage coming from Prophet Isaiah. And yet, it is only up there. They did not transcend and make this amazement to be a push for them to commit themselves to faith. And the very famous statement of Jesus that no prophet is accepted in his native place. And in some narrative of the gospel, no prophet is without honor except in his native place. It is because they were only up to amazement, and it did not transcend into a decision to believe, an act of faith, a resolve to submit oneself, even if things are not so clear to us, even if there are so many questions. And that is exactly the very nature of faith. We cannot understand everything, and yet our hearts tell us that this is the way to believe. And that is what happened in the people coming from the town of Jesus. They fail to act on their amazement. They have already the opportunity to believe, and yet they stop there being amazed and nothing more. Kita sa itong kinabuhi, there are so many times that we are amazed, hoping that this amazement would lead us to our commitment to faith, to our decision to choose God, our choice to favor God above all other things. For indeed, the one who would take an assent to faith would come to understand a lot of truth. Amen.